and then he'll start shooting out some green crap and magically molesting this guy. I don't know why I'm saying that, but you see, there it goes, the molesting's no, why? Stop it, stop. Hello everybody, and welcome back to some more All the Mods 9. Today we are going to summon some magic molesters to molest monsters, that way we get something out of them being their loot. And these magic molesters are called Drygmies.
What?
Okay, I know that was a terrible explanation, but what we're doing today is we're going to be summoning creatures called Drygmies who are able to obtain loot from monsters without actually killing them. There is a special way to do this, and this is actually with some more Ars Nouveau, which we did do in the last video where we fought against the Wilden Chimera, and we also made this little source automation, and I did it wrong. So, when I was trying to figure out for last video, I was desperately trying to figure out which of the ways of making source would be the best way, and I thought that it was going to be volcanic because the other ones didn't make much sense to me as to how I would do them. But turns out the agronomic source link would have been a way better option. So what I instead did is I went to my farm where I'm generating all the mystical agricultures and placed some of these agronomic source links down, and as you can see, this is way better. So yeah, I kind of wish I made that setup in the last video instead, but what can you do? So with that little problem out of the way, here is what we need to do to get our Drygmy farm going. So what you'll need is you'll need two things. We need this Drygmy charm, and we'll actually need to make this so that way we can get the achievement for that, which I honestly have no idea what this thing does, but it's a fairly simple recipe. We just need to get 2 source gems, a stick, and a gold, and it's an enchantment apparatus. Okay. Fortunately, the source gems are very easy to get. We can go ahead and just put those guys right there, and then I believe the stick goes in the center. Yes, it does, so we can go ahead and put that in there. Oh wait, no, I forget that we can't do that unless we actually have the stuff already. So there we go, we can put those all there now. I don't think I actually showed the enchanting on the last video, so this is actually going to be very special for it to look like. It's actually really sick, and there we go. Now we got ourselves the Dominion one. I really don't know what this thing does. I don't know if it would ever be useful in any way. The only reason I really grabbed it was so that way we can then get the achievement for the Drygmy charm. Now, to actually make this Drygmy charm, which is going to help us with these things, we need a few things. We need 1 seafood-like thing, 1 of any kind of seeds, wheat, an apple, a carrot, and then 3 source gems. And in the dead center, we need something called a Drygmy shard. Now, Drygmies do actually spawn in the wild, but it's only with this charm that I'm actually able to make use of them. So, what I need to do is I need to take one of those Wilden horns, which I got from those Wilden guys which I fought in the last video, and give it to one of them, and then it'll drop these shards. I actually already had 3 of these shards on hand, so I don't actually need to do that. This is probably the coolest form of enchanting I've actually seen, and you can actually make enchanting books with this specific recipes. That'll be important for another day. But for right now, there we go! We got ourselves our Drygmy charm. Now I just need to make 2 more of these. And there we go, we got ourselves all 3 of them. So now that we have the Drygmy charms, we could go ahead and then set up these Drygmies in a specific area, which hopefully will not be the mining dimension again. So if you saw the last video, you might recognize this place as where I intended to put my Ars stuff. Well, since I couldn't do that for various reasons, we're going to go ahead and use it for this purpose. So we need some mossy cobblestone. This is essential for the first one. And then we can just right-click the Drygmy charm on it. And now, with the power of Source coming into this, we have ourselves our Drygmy. Oh, yes, baby. That is beautiful. So, now what I do is I need to put a chest of some kind right next to him. That way, anything he collects from any mobs would go right over to there. And he shouldn't move from his spot. But he's not actually going to farm anything unless there is a mob in front of him. Now, having a bunch of mobs for me to farm from this guy isn't really going to be the best idea. Fortunately, there's a way to negate that. What we're going to need is we're going to need to commit another ritual. I say commit like it's a crime, but what we need is we need to make this thing right here called a containment jar. I'm gonna need to make a couple of these. I think 3 should serve my purposes for right now. 1 to test it, and then 2 for the actual mobs that I'm going to want. So these containment jars, what they do is, given a special ritual I can implant mobs inside of these things. Not boss mobs like the Wither, the Ender Dragon. I don't think those guys would work. And even if you can put them in here, I do know that you can't get loot from them, which is why I think you might not be able to put them in at all. I only heard that you can't get loot from them. But the ritual that we need to do this is called the Tablet of Containment. So it's a ritual of containment. It takes some more vetching arc wood, a manipulation essence, which I made some off screen, and some more glass bottles. So we should be able to make all 3 of these, and there we go. Now we have everything that is ready. Now, I will not lie to you. I do not know if this will work on this guy in particular. I have to try, but at the very least, if it does not work, we should be fine. I did forget a few items though. So what I needed to grab was the Wilden parts, because we are going to summon the Wilden Chimera once again. We're also going to want a source jar. I don't know how much source this will take to capture this guy, and I, again, still don't even know if this will work. So we are going to have to make absolutely certain that this will work. So we'll put that guy there, we'll put the source jar right next to him. Hopefully this one doesn't actually absorb the source. So what we'll want to do is we'll want to go ahead and then put the rituals on both of these guys. It shouldn't actually activate until I right click them. So then I'm going to go ahead, throw these into here, and then that should be ready for me to activate. I will activate this one first, and now whenever there's a mob in the area, it should capture it. If I put the jar down, if I put the jar right there, okay. Oh, I almost forgot the most important part to that. Okay, and there we go! It worked! Yes! Oh my gosh, the Wilden Chimera. Okay, we should be able to turn that off. Okay, we can't turn it off. So now that we have this guy, we can go ahead and then take him back to our lower floors and go ahead and meet up with our Drygmy. So what you all just saw though was when I click that thing in that area with those particles, if there is a mob in there and a valid jar, it will then give us our guy. That's also why I wanted to make sure that I got him before he starts summoning anyone else, because I didn't want any unwanted mobs in there. But now, if we present this jar to the Drygmy, he'll then see it, he'll get all excited because he's seeing another mob, and then he'll start shooting out some green crap and magically molesting this guy. I don't know why I'm saying that, but you see, there he goes, the molesting's no, why? Stop it, stop. Forget my mind, it's being weird, but what it's doing is every so often, it's going to do that and start extracting loot from this guy. Ideally, this guy might be able, and it looks like he might be depositing something. Okay, I don't think he is, but ideally, he will take out the tablet, which I get from this guy. Yeah, the Wilden Tribute, which I get from defeating the Chimera. And the reason why I'd want that is because that is actually one of the ingredients it takes to make the All the Mods star. So if I could automate that like this, that would be very effective. And if we go ahead and plant some more Drygmies right there, they will then start to continue to make it even more. So it should hopefully be a bit more effective. And if we go ahead and chunk load this area, hopefully it's all in one chunk. I will have to check it by pressing F3 and G. It is all in one chunk, that's good. So now that we know that we can actually make this guy go in the jar, there's now 2 other mobs that I'm going to want to face. One of them is in the Nether. So I'm gonna need to go back up because, actually wait, it should be close to my vibranium farm. This will save me a lot of time. So what you wanna do is you want to go into a Nether, and yes, it was actually right here. This structure, which I found pretty early on, it's like a ruin. It's a ruined battleground, I believe it was called. And what we're looking for is these piles of armor. I didn't do this on screen, but I found something out once the hard way. If you break these guys, something very, very special is going to happen. I do need to go ahead and grab my source jar, but then we can begin. Alrighty, I've got my source jar, and I've got the containment jars already and raring. So now all I can do is I can just put that there, and then the containment jar right there. And then we set the ritual to be at the ready. Now then, once I break this armor, you will see the Ancient Knight has been summoned, and look at him! Oh my gosh, he actually looks really sick, and I actually got some golden iron from that. That's actually really cool. So now, if we get him in range, we can go ahead and activate that, and there he goes. Oh my gosh, man. That's so epic. Okay, then we can go ahead and break this one down again. There we go. That still didn't use up very much of our source, which is very nice. So I probably don't even have to take this one back yet. But there we go. We got ourselves the Ancient Knight. So in order to find this last guy, we need to go ahead and then find a structure. It's from the Iron Spells and Spellbooks mod, so it should be here. Yes, the Catacombs. That is the place that we need to go ahead and find. So now we need to let our structure compass just settle down, and then it should point me in this direction.
5 minutes later. Okay,
here we go. I finally managed to get to it. It actually didn't take me very long. So, yep, this is definitely it. This might remind you of the better stronghold, which we found when we went to the end. And you're absolutely right. This definitely has the same kind of feel to it. Ooh, Black Runestone. I'm definitely going to want those. I don't need them right now, but I am going to need them for a later purpose. So I'm going to grab as much of this Iron Spell stuff that I can. I don't know why I ended up saying it like that. I'm going to grab as much as I can. Ah! What just happened? Oh, I see how it did it. Okay, so is this a trapped chest? No, it's not. So there's got to be some other kind of mechanism, but what it looks like it did is it crushed this piston, which got rid of a load-bearing one of those things. What's it called? Scaffolding, that's what it was called. And then it got rid of all the other ones around it, which was holding up the gravel, which then in turn got rid of everything in the ground, which almost killed me. That's actually really clever. Like, in terms of traps, I've seen many people do traps and pranks on their friends in Minecraft, but that's probably one of the most clever traps I've actually ever seen in this. Okay, but what we're gonna want to find is we're gonna want to find a very specific room. Is that a Ravager? They just have a Ravager in here. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go around and explore just a wee little bit and hope that I don't... What is hitting me? Okay, there you go. And hope that I do not die in the process. It is going to be a bit of a process, though, trying to navigate my way over to there. But hopefully we can do it. Oh! Well, there he is. Okay, cool. So, we are going to need to get rid of all of these different mobs, though. Because, like, holy crap, you guys are annoying. That should be all of them. Okay. Very good. So now I could go ahead and set up this ritual while I have this opportunity. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to set this up right here. We can go ahead and put the ritual brazier, the source jar, and then we can go ahead and activate it. Alrighty, so now it should be ready. And then we can go ahead and put the containment jar right there. And, oh wait, no, I didn't activate it yet. Okay, there we go. Now it's activated. And now we... Oh. Does that work? I think that might work, actually. Wait, what? No! I forgot about this. So the guy is labeled as Skeleton. And I need him to be labeled as his true name. I need to look up how to get these guys out of jars. Give me a second. Apparently there is no really easy way to get rid of this guy. I can't do anything to him while he's in the jar. So the only way I'm going to be able to actually get this guy out is going to be using a glyph of dispel. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and gather up the ingredients for all of these, and then I'll start making them. Alrighty, so in order for us to be able to make this thing, we're going to need to go ahead and then switch this thing out for our imbuement chamber. Put that right there. There we go. And then after that, we need to put a milk bucket here. I made 4 of them just in case this does eat up the milk, but since it's the imbuement chamber, it shouldn't. Then we need to put the sugar and a fermented spider's eye. And then in the center of this, I believe we just put our source gem. Yep, there we go. So now we can go ahead and throw that into there, and now that will start to accumulate everything. So if I go ahead and put my source jar right back over to here, that should help to speed all of this up. So then once it's all done, it should get us the... There we go. We got ourselves the abjuration essence, and it did not actually absorb the milk bucket. Very, very nice. So now if we go ahead and then right-click this thing, we now need to go ahead and find Dispel. And this is an effect spell, so I need to give this a form. I don't think orbs would work very well for Dispel. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a touch of Dispel. Alrighty, we've made it back. So now what we can do is we can go ahead and put the containment jar right here outside of the range of that, so that way this doesn't just do it instantly. And then we could go ahead and cast Dispel, if it will work. It's not actually working. That's so odd. Is it because, like, I'm not supposed to be able to touch the jar? Okay, wait, what if we instead go ahead and then change this out for a projectile? And then we shoot Dispel at this. Shoot Dispel at this. There we go. Okay, now he's up. So now we could go ahead, just take the jar, and then we could go ahead and put this over to here. And this should still be running. So I might not even need to go ahead and activate it. So what we can do is... Oh, I really would wish that he was closer, but alright. We can go ahead and just attack him, and there he goes. He's rising. Oh my goodness, he is no longer a skeleton. That is creepy as all heck. But once he rises, he will become... Oh my gosh, this is actually really epic and really terrifying. The Dead King! Alrighty, come here, Dead King. Come here, come here, come here. Get in the jar, get in the jar. Uh-oh. No! It got the wrong guy! Okay, wait, Dispel! 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 It's not letting me dispel! Ah! Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, all of you get out of the way. Okay, Dispel. Okay, zombies out. Dead King, get in there. Did he go in? Nope, he didn't go in. Oh, crap! Oh, gosh. Who's in there, then? Is it not running anymore? No, it's not running anymore because there's source needed now. Okay, well, I guess we could go ahead and just do this back and forth. Okay, let me go ahead and grab my source jar. I didn't grab the source jar! Oh, no! That's actually really bad. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. That is, like, the most important thing, and I did not get it. Oh, my gosh. Does this guy despawn? I really hope he doesn't despawn. Okay, I need to go and get that source jar back. Okay, great. Oh, my gosh. And a backup started. Are you serious? This game always runs so slow when there's a backup going on. Oh, that's really not good for me. And it's refusing to load inefficiently. Oh, my gosh. Okay, wait. We're back in the area for him, and he's getting hurt for some reason. Okay, but now if we go back down to here, okay, there we go. He should be, okay, there he is. He's right over there, and all of his other mobs actually despawn. Okay, that's really good. So now if we go ahead and put that down, it should activate again, and I need him to approach me. Okay, come here. Come here. Okay, follow me. Follow me. Don't summon any of your guys. Just follow me. Get ever so close. Okay, okay, you can go ahead and hit me as much as you want, but please be in the area. Come on, hurry up. Get up here. Okay, come on. He's leaving down poison, and I don't appreciate it. Get in the area. Okay, it's still running. Come on. Come on. Just get a little closer. A little closer. Oh my gosh, I am still getting hurt real bad. Okay, wait, come on, please just get up here. Okay, wait, yes, he should follow me. Okay, come on, up the stairs. Up the stairs, boy. Are you having trouble going upstairs? Get up here. Okay, wait, he's up. He's up. Okay, please get in the jar. Get in the jar. Wait, is there an arrow in there? There's an arrow in there. Are you serious? Oh my gosh, okay. Dispel. Okay, now get in there. Get in there. Wait. It froze. Wait. Yes, he's in there! Oh my gosh! Dude, it was a boss in itself trying to get the dang guy in there. Holy crap, but there we go. The Dead King is now ours. So now let's head back down to our basement, I guess. It's not really a basement, it's more of just a lower floor. And let's see if we can get these guys working with the Drygmy. Alrighty, here we go. We are ready. So we can go ahead and then put down the Dead King right here, and the containment jar right here, and those guys keep dispersing out. So yeah, I had this problem before, and what you can actually do to fix that problem of them dispersing out like that is if you kill them, they actually drop the straight charms again, so then you could just replace them down. But now we have the Dead King and the Knight, I believe his name was, and I mean, at least they're still collecting the stuff, so that's good. So what I want is, I want the blank runestones, which I can get from the Dead King, but he does drop a bunch of other stuff, so all of these things are fair game for the Drygmies to farm, hopefully. And since we are actually getting these arcane essences and some of these scrolls, this tells me this will work eventually. And then from the Knight, we actually want this stuff right here called Cinder Essence, and it can also actually grab some netherite, which is pretty good. But it looks like this might just work, but it doesn't look like they've actually gone for this guy yet. And since it doesn't actually look like the Chimera is doing anything, we can go ahead and get rid of this guy, and I guess we could just have him as like a trophy, you know, just as a remembrance, especially since this guy was just such a huge pain. So I think what I'll then do is I'll have to figure out a way to automatically send these things to their own storage system. This apparently does actually need source because it said on the thing that it needs source. And then I'm also going to want to make a way to keep the Drygmies inside of their places. But here we go. This is how we can actually farm certain mobs that don't actually work with the hostile neural networks. It's a little less efficient, but I mean, at least it gives us something to work with. Not gonna lie, Ars Nouveau is slowly becoming my favorite magic mod. And speaking of Ars, do you like it? Do you like what we've done? Do you like this video? Good. Then be sure to check out our last All the Mods 9 video where we started out Ars Nouveau and actually fought against this Wilden Chimera. And it was pretty actually difficult. Bye-bye!